And we are back, just about solving most, if not all, of our technical issues. We have taken a very quick flight. Well, okay, I gotta be honest, we didn't fly. We kind of tunneled underground from Europe over here to Sydney.
There we go.
Found a couple of sharks on the way, and yeah, got that done. We got fixed a couple of frames. I'm no longer sinking. And with that, we should just about be well set up here for our first ZvZ of the evening. Winner of this is going to go up to the upper bracket finals already, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see who it's going to be. In the top left-hand corner, map spawning all the way in the top left-hand corner, the Blues player coming out for the land of Hong Kong. He is the best player from all of Hong Kong. He is GogojOey.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the Australian Zerg player. He is red, representing the Cranky Ducklings. It is Oreo.
Already proving his ZVP to us today. Now he's up against not just a ZvZ, but a ZvZ against a player who has, I think for a lot of people, taken Miomaika's place until Miomaika returned.
Yes. The number 2 of our tournament series, if you will. You know, GogojOey, he's had so many second places. He has taken some championships, but as you said, that is typically in the absence of the Miomaika, and so we haven't been able to cast him yet, but he's also in this bracket over in the northern echelons. But here we are in a different ZvZ, and I'm interested to see how this goes. Oreo, personally, I feel like his ZvZ is very strong, but we've seen time and time again, sometimes he does take quite a number of gambles.
Yeah, that was actually big point of frustration for himself in the last season of Mains at Champs. He was telling us a lot of times, you know, if I just played out my straight up game, I would have beaten him. I'm much stronger, but I decided to gamble and go for a 12 pool, even though it would have been able to hold, even though they could hold against it. Hopefully he can resolve that.
Yeah, or it's like along the lines of something like, you know, trying to mind game his opponent, forcing them to react in a certain way, and then they don't because they didn't really pay attention to what they scouted, things like that. It's like, So we'll see how he approaches this ZvZ. It's been a while since I've seen one. I'm pretty excited, to be honest, and so far everything's pretty standard. Does end up taking his third base. Yeah.
Quite a bit quicker than his opponent, but we do know that GogojOey isn't one to be overly economic. Wants to be as aggressive as he can get away with.
Yeah, exactly, and we can see that come to fruition here because GogojOey is not taking a third base. He is staying on 2, and he is getting a very fast lair.
Extremely fast. Oreo is getting safety bailing us right now to protect that third base from Lings. I don't think Lings are going to be the major problem for him.
No, they're not. Again, this is very standard play from Oreo. But something that we have to take note of, and that he is taking note of, is that he confirms that there's no third base. He knows that whatever's coming, it's some 2-base play. What exactly it is, he doesn't know. He hasn't seen whether there's a lair or, you know, a fast Bailey nest. It's kind of, it's a little bit up in the air. He's making a lot of assumptions right now.
He really is, but he's not getting ahead of himself, making too many assumptions here. He is just spreading out his options when it comes to the defense. Lings, you know, just a general good defense no matter what your opponent throws your way, depending on how you can control it. Interesting enough for Oreo, though. He wants to go into roaches after this.
Yeah, I love this, by the way. Like, again, with the +1 range on the way, I've seen this before. Oreo wants to hit a timing with these roaches, whether there's a fast spire. I mean, this kind of is, I feel like, maybe a little bit ideal against that sort of thing, but like, he's working to commit to these roaches. Meanwhile, GogojOey getting a very fast roach speed.
Yeah, a lot quicker than Oreo, and I'm gonna be very curious how this plays out. As you were saying, Oreo wants to hit a roach timing, but GogojOey's gonna hit that faster. So
That he will, that he will. I mean, thankfully, Oreo did just scout that. He checked the front wall. He confirmed that the Roach Warren was researching, and he also saw the roaches as well. So he's well aware, but I'm a little bit concerned. I do hope we see some stack defense, because again, Oreo, he droned up heavily, right? He's ahead in workers, he's ahead in bases. He needs army, because those roaches are going to hit hard.
Hard and fast as Galaru Constitution finishes up here. Oreo does have better production than GogojOey, so he might be thinking, if I can buy myself some time, I'll be able to outproduce the amount of roaches that GogojOey has, but we'll see.
Yeah, exactly. He's forced to evacuate his third base. There's no spines here whatsoever. Roaches are coming out for Oreo at the same time he goes for a link run by.
Yeah, very well done here for Oreo, but a lot of his own roaches are sort of trickling in one by one. GogojOey's roaches not having much of an issue, despite Oreo's better production. Even asking for a bit of a pause here.
Yeah, hopefully everything's okay on Oreo's part. There's no hotkey issues, or maybe Uber Eats just showed up. True. Hopefully everything's okay. I mean, so far he hasn't sustained too many losses, right? He's only lost, as we can see, 2 drones. It's not the worst scenario to be in.
Yeah, it really isn't. A couple of his roaches are starting to come in, but still think GogojOey has the superior numbers when it comes to roaches alone. Pulling a couple of no, those are long distance mining drones, aren't they?
I think they were pulled. I think they're here to help out these roaches in the fight. So he will start losing some workers. We do see that GogojOey is droning up behind this. So the worker count, it feels like things are about to equalize. And what I'm really concerned about is the next wave, because GogojOey, he's working on his next upgrade timing.
I like how we're CSIing this together.
Maybe we shouldn't be
That's
doing
where
this
we paused, yeah. Look.
This is all stuff that we usually say as we're commentating, so we should probably stop.
Yeah, as the stuff is going on.
We're getting ahead of ourselves a little bit here. But let's go.
If we look at the angle of the attack, we can see that the roaches, yeah. Alright, those drones actually not being pulled to defend. GogojOey might barely be able to break through here, but again, Oreo with the defensive advantage will be able to chase us away.
Yeah, exactly. He did lose another drone in the process, and here come the reinforcements of GogojOey. Like, again, this is an army you still need to respect.
It absolutely is, especially when a couple of Ravagers come in here to really mess with the zoning. Oh, the roaches! Ooh, quick pull right at the last second.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, there we go. Now Oreo has the larger numbers. He's getting on top of the Ravagers, and he will be able to focus at least one of them down. Focuses down a second.
Not a good trade whatsoever for GogojOey. He had the advantage throughout most of that fight, but right at the end, got a little bit too close to creep, where Galil doesn't really matter as much. Now Oreo's looking to counterattack, but with slow roaches, GogojOey definitely has plenty of time to defend. He's actually pulling back. He knows he has a better economy.
Yeah, that's what I was about to touch on. I was a little bit concerned about that, the lack of roach speed. Like, because his lair was a little bit later, now finally roach speed starts and GG gets called. Oh.
Yeah, he knew that GogojOey, he had that third base up and running. Without roach speed, he wouldn't be able to punish that, and while all that was going on, I mean, he was already ahead, wasn't he? He could drone up and then get even more roaches. He was already getting more and more and better upgrades, and yeah.
Yeah, I do think that he did want to hit a timing, with that counterattack after defending, and the goal there is for Oreo to hit before +2 finishes for GogojOey. But yeah, as we can see in the in-game chat, unfortunately, his environment isn't the most ideal. Yeah, feels bad.
Oh, GogojOey bringing up memories. Can't you pause? You can't pause an online game, Mom. Well,
yeah,
StarCraft is one of the few ones that you can, but in general, and even then, sort of saying it will take your mind off of it. You have to reset your brain, get yourself back into that mode as you were that you were at when you called for the pause. Meanwhile, your opponent that entire time has been reevaluating.
Yeah. For those wondering what we're on about, because we're kind of dancing around it, is that Oreo, he was just letting us know that his family was kind of distracting him during the game. That's why he had to pause, and he had a hard time kind of reacclimating to the game after that.
I gotta be real honest, Light. I often forget that chat can't see what we see in game.
Yaku, please. I was like, why is he just okay? Does he just don't want to say it, or?
Listen.
Oh, boy.
They can piece it together through context clues. It's fine.
Mean?
That's part of the fun, really.
Why are you making it hard for the people listening? What the hell are these guys on about?
That's part of the fun, isn't it? We were CSIing, the pause, and now chat can as well. And regardless, we are now continuing our series here on Jagannatha KBBLE. We're in the top right-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the top right-hand corner. Currently on match point, he is the blue Zerg player coming out all the way from Hong Kong. He is the best player from Hong Kong, yet currently teamless. Representing himself, he is GogojOey.
Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Jagannatha LE, we have the Australian Zerg player. He is red, representing the Cranky Ducklings. It is Oreo.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Definitely a bit of a rough start, but hopefully he is able to reset his brain a little bit.
Yeah, I think what I will say, especially especially regarding game number 1, is that Oreo, if there weren't any distractions and if he was able to like focus on the game, I think he was fine. Like he was playing quite well.
He probably wouldn't have missed Galera Constitution if not for that distraction.
Yeah, and he probably wouldn't have lost anywhere near as many workers as well. Like he had already, for the most part, defended well. He could have done that even better. So hopefully he's able to reset and approach game number 2 with better clarity.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one of the best feelings in the world when you're playing StarCraft. Just have your mind clear. We can always think, And that happened to me maybe one time in a random ladder game. And I was like, this must be what it's like to be good.
maybe.
Potentially.
To be fair, I've had those moments as well when laddering where like I don't know what it is, but like something just like clicks and you're like and you're
like, okay, this is everything that's going on with me. This is how I could still lose or how my opponent could pull a fast one, Let's go down the checklist. It's like, see that I've made everything.
It's like you have an out-of-body experience, You're like, take a step back, you can see everything, and it's beautiful. Meanwhile, oh my god, that's a very fast Bailey nest.
That it is, and that's a lot of lings that Oreo's hiding until Metabolic Boost finishes up. He is taking a page out of his very own opponent's book here. Look to be as aggressive as GogojOey.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, ooh, nice drone drilling there by GogojOey. He does keep his drones alive. GogojOey, he's playing this out pretty standard, right? Third base timing is on point, Baneliness is on point, but there's a window here where the Ling Flood can hit, and GogojOey, he doesn't have a lot to defend. Depending on when this hits, he won't have Baneliness ready either. Oh,
no, he's not even gonna see. He sees the Baneliness finishing up. But is it going to be too late? 14 more lings on the way right now for Oreo as he pulls the trigger. I was going to go into this whole, hiding these lings. This is a double-edged sword because as hidden as they are pretty far back, but I don't think that's going to matter too much.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, GogojOey, he did see what was happening immediately. He started a spy, and he positioned his queens already. Nice him sitting. We still see Oreo. He's trying to focus on the Bailings, but will some of the
One of them should finish up. Oh, I love it here for Oreo. Pulls away. Just because he realized, these Bailings can finish up and really ruin my day. Oh, no. Not a good trade whatsoever on those Banelings, but a couple of them are looking to finish up. The Queens are finally going to fall, but the Banelings finish up and will chase away most of these Lings. Third base is still in a lot of trouble if Oreo decides to go for it. Oh, never mind. I think the link counts are just about evened up with that Baneling connection.
Yeah, exactly. And with that, things are looking better and better for GogojOey. He did lose a lot of queens, and the one remaining has very low health, but he has 3 Banelings. He's got a 4th on the way. He's got plenty of lings, and Oreo is all in.
Yeah, not joining up one bit. That was an attack that was meant to cripple GogojOey, and the follow-up meant to kill him. It kind of did neither. So.
Yeah. Exactly. Meanwhile, he's trying to micro as best he can, but he just lost every single Baneling, and now there's still 3 Banelings left here. The Queen somehow still survives. We have 18 more lings on the way for Oreo. Like, again, he's wants to try and make this work. Maybe, just maybe, GogojOey decides to drone up, and then Oreo can find an opportunity. But as we can see, like, GogojOey still has plenty of lings.
Man, GogojOey's lings are so different. That was a good Baneling connection, though.
Yeah, the first amazing one there for Oreo. Can he get another? Because like things can definitely change here if he can.
Yeah, we'll see. Sometimes it only takes one. In this case for Oreo, it's gonna have to take 2. Will he be able to get the second? Oh, almost a disastrous Baneling connection here for Oreo. He's microwaving as well as he can, really trying to snipe the Banelings with his own low lings. But in the end, you cannot beat math. That, I think, is what his teachers in school were trying to tell him. This fun fact, he was telling us that he almost didn't sign up because he had a math assignment too. But yeah, GG, well played. I really like the idea that Oreo was going for there. But you know, with GogojOey, he is not only he is ultra aggressive, which is why he knows how to deal with ultra aggression.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. With that, GG, well played. Congratulations. GogojOey takes the series 2-0.
Oh, that he does, and he makes it to the upper bracket finals. And more importantly,
I like you picked up on the cue.
I need to have the numbers. Yeah, I need to have the numbers. When you said 2-0, I was like, oh, that was the best of 3. And we have another update here. My. Pretty massive upset going on here. Justice Simon has just knocked down Miyomika 2-0.
What?
2-0. 2-0. Gonna be waiting for the winner of Beastork versus Demi.
What?
Oh boy. 2-0.
What?
2-0 against Miyomika.
Let's switch over to that bracket scene, and there it is. I can't believe it, mate. Wow.
I can.
Wow. Justice Simon comes back after a 5-month break and 2-0's Miyomika?
2-0.
Wow.
2-0.